Okay. Thank you, charismatic leader and C-suite heavy hand, and the governor who seemed to be Jan Brewer, transgender or something, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Okay, well, we've had a very, very busy day and a very full day, and we had a little fun here at the end, but I think that the fun was also illuminating in terms of thinking about how shortages play in a disaster environment. I'm just going to take a minute to sort of note a couple of things, and then we're going to go recept or schmooze. The discussion today about shortages reveals that we have a slow motion disaster in play called drug shortages that is occurring in the background. And how that affects disaster is the same thing that we see in patients who have underlying chronic disease that there's not good solutions for, and that is that their resiliency in the stress of a disaster is mitigated significantly. And they will have a much more difficult time in surviving that disaster because of that chronic underlying disease that mitigates their strength and their resiliency. So for us, as we think about shortages in a disaster environment, we need to think about the specifics of disaster-related shortages, but we have to understand that we have that underlying chronic disease undercutting the resiliency that is needed to be survivors and to establish a new normal in a disaster environment. So we need to think about shortages writ large as a backdrop against which we're trying to work as we try to create resiliency and recovery in communities affected by disaster events. Tomorrow we're going to talk some more about this. Other people will have the evening to think about it and to reflect back to you all tomorrow their thoughts about what they heard today. Very useful discussions today. I am just so happy that you all came and you brought it to the fight, and I think we learned something, and we're going to have a good day tomorrow. But in the meantime, we're going to go schmooze a little bit, enjoy each other. I want you to reflect tonight and think about what you want to say tomorrow as we think about solutions. So thank you very much.